My first impressions on the new Head Extreme MP Auxetic are good. They are really good. So guys, stay tuned. So yesterday I did play a training session with my friends, with my fellas, with my team partners and members of my team. And we've played indoors, so it was our first training indoors this year on a carpet. And I've also hit with the Pure Aero 2023 more, and then I switched to this racket, to the Head Extreme MP Auxetic. This is the new color, avocado color, as Harry from Tennis Spin channel named it. So by the way, check out his channel, Harry from Tennis Spin. He is absolutely fantastic. So I need to say that switching from the Pure Aero to this racket was actually for me a joy and a kind of I would say a freedom, because this racket with the Auxetic technology is livelier. The feel is more crisp. The control and the maneuverability with this racket is better than with the Pure Aero 2023. And suddenly I started really feeling like I'm in control of the game. So when I was hitting with this stick, I felt like this racket is slow. This racket doesn't feel that powerful like the previous version. So I said that in my first impressions, and I believe it has something to do with the stiffness, as I mentioned, but also I found some differences, like the string pattern is different, but I will get into the details later in some other videos. But it is really interesting. And so when I grabbed this racket, I immediately kind of took control and took advantage of the game, of the ball, and I was able to actually attack much better compared to the Pure Aero, which feels for me like a counter-puncher racket. But this one, you can really attack with the racket. You have a nice feedback that is, as I said before, it is really crisp and it gets into your hand, but not in a way that you will feel that you will feel some kind of pain. And in terms of swing weight, both rackets are on the similar level. So this is 318 with strings, and this is, or sorry, it is on the opposite way. Wait a minute, I have my info right here, so I need to be precise. So the Extreme MP, this one, I measured with the strings with the Black Coat 1.28 millimeters, 318 swing weight, and this with the same strings has 317. So it is the same in terms of the, let's say, of the overall plow through and the overall power. But what is different is the thickness of the frame, and that I need to repeat myself once again. This racket is faster during the swing. This racket is slower, at least for me. So guys, everyone has different swing path, and my swing path is actually, I would say, a little bit maybe old-fashioned. So I'm hitting the ball rather more flat. And this racket somehow feels in that sense slower than this racket. So it has something to do obviously with the shape of the frame, with the thickness of the frame. So what I'm trying to say is that with the MP version of this Head Extreme Auxetic, I was more in charge of the ball, of the rallies. I was more somehow confident. I was like, oh, I'm feeling the racket more. I'm controlling the racket better, so I can do more. I can really push my opponent. I can stand really close to the baseline. With the Pure Aero 2023, I was staying way behind the baseline, and my partners were telling me that, hey, why are you standing so behind the baseline? And I was like, I don't know. It feels better with the racket to stay really behind the baseline. But when you play indoors, you need to be close to the baseline and really try to put your opponent under pressure rather than waiting for the death to come from your opponent. So it has also something to do with the surface that we are playing on. So maybe on clay, the Pure Aero, yeah, it could be still a beast of the racket. But for now, for this testing, like after 2 hours, I'm quite disappointed with the update. So back to this racket. So as I mentioned, the spin is really good with the racket. I would not call it let's say a pure spin machine, but the spin is really good. It is above average. One thing I noticed that I was little bit missing is somehow I didn't felt okay with my sliced backhand. Somehow the racket really didn't stabilize the hit on the sliced backhand, and it didn't really went through the ball as a whole. So when you are hitting the sliced backhand, you need the mass, let's say in the center of the racket. So let's say from this part to, let's say, this part, you need that mass in this way. But I felt that the racket was somehow struggling with the stability, so my slice went like this. So I was losing the tip of the head, and it has been falling down like this. So maybe the racket needs a little bit more weight in the, let's say, in the center of the head, and more to the throat section. I need to say that sliced backhand with this Pure Aero 2023 is really good. I like it a lot. But for the other shots, I enjoyed this racket more. My double-handed backhand with this racket is really good. I can really swing nicely through, because you have the second hand to help you with the plow-through, the overall plow-through. So the second hand, which is actually the hand that plays, that hits the ball, that controls the ball, it is always the second hand, then you can really drive the head through the ball. So that was really good. So guys, I need to say that this racket, I really enjoy it, and I can't wait to test the Tour version, because the Tour version, I believe, is the ultimate version of the Extreme series, and I enjoyed very much the previous 360 plus version. It was a really good racket, fast, enough precision, enough control, enough great feel. So this is really good. The MP version is really good racket for the intermediate and even for some advanced players, for juniors and for advanced women. So guys, I'm really pleased with my first impressions. I've played with the racket with the Technifiber Black Coat 1.28 millimeters. I believe it has been strung before I got this racket at 25 and 24, but now the string bed is I would say a lot looser. So I believe it's like maybe 22 kilos now. So it is a quite soft string bed. So the response is much plusher maybe than I would really love to when I'm hitting indoors with new balls. So maybe when it is freshly strung, it will be even better. So but anyway, I enjoy the racket, but these were just my first impressions, guys. So this is not a full review, guys, not a full review. So guys, some of you are commenting under my videos, and after some of my quality control test, these first impressions, I'm reading from some of you like, oh, very nice review, you did a good job. But guys, you need to really look at the title and you need to really go through the video, because review is review, first impressions are first impressions, and quality control tests are quality control tests. So these are three different topics. So guys, if you enjoy these first impressions, guys, first impressions for the new Het Extreme MP Auxetic, the avocado as Harry called it from Tennis Spin, you can buy me a coffee. You can click the super like with the heart under the video, or you can buy these fantastic t-shirts with Roger and Serena. They are on my website, yeah, on my shop. So guys, thank you very much for watching, for commenting, for subscribing, and don't forget to watch my channel closely, because there will be more videos about these rackets and the tour version. So guys, thank you so much. Enjoy tennis, play tennis every time, every day, and don't forget to enjoy the menu availability. Bye guys.
You can't be serious, man. You cannot be serious. That ball was on the line.